Certified Credit's Talk Data to Me podcast, where our FCRA certified experts help you tackle the latest regulations, emerging trends, and unique challenges of the mortgage industry with an intuitive, people-first approach. And of course, data. Because your business is built on more than just a score. Visit certifiedcredit.com for more information. Certified Credit helps you hone your best practices from lead generation to post-closing QC and everything in between.
This is Elizabeth Langbarton of Certified Credit's Talk Data to Me podcast. And with me today is a man who needs no introductions, Mr. Rob Chrisman. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for joining. I am so excited to talk to you. I always start my day with the Chrisman Commentary, which I'm sure so many people in our industry do. So let's just do a quick background for anyone who's not really familiar with you as an individual. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I was, I'm just a capital markets guy and a product of the California education system and went into capital markets after getting an MBA from UC Berkeley and have been there ever since, really, although in 2008, I stopped doing the day-to-day capital markets to focus on my dad because my mom had just died and see more of my kids and so on, but kept sending out this little commentary, and the commentary has grown over the years and I really enjoy doing it. And I like to think that I'm able to help a few folks out there every year or every month or every week or every day, at least with a laugh, because I put a joke at the end of the commentary. But it definitely keeps me involved in the industry. And I tell people when I stop liking doing it, I'll stop doing it. But so far, so good.
So far going strong. I mean, the Chrisman Commentary, my favorite part is at the beginning when you just throw in something about whatever's happening in the news or your cat Myrtle. And we'll get to that later. I do want to talk to you about Myrtle. I'm an animal lover, so I'd like to hear a little bit about more of her. But what kind of inspired that commentary? I know you said you took a step back from the capital markets and we're focusing on family, but what inspired you to stay in that focus?
It had come about, excuse me, because working on a trading desk, you have to give clients information about why the market is moving and what's going on with personal income and consumption and unemployment and so forth. And then when email came along, it became easier to send out information via email. And then some clients wanted a little more information and a little more information. And so it kind of grew from just talking about what interest rates were doing to talking about what investors were up to, that, what was going on with investors, and then just general news and how it might impact the market. And what I found out over the years is that the information, if you're looking for a job, it's a great place to go. If you're looking for a new LOS or sub-servicer or consulting, whatever it is, it's a good place to go. If you want to know what investors are doing, it's a good place to go. But, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. And so I always found that on a trading desk, jokes were good. Usually they were unrepeatable to various people, but jokes were good. And then, man does not live by bread alone. And so I found that putting in little tidbits of other information that I judge, I use some editorial, preferences there, but information that I find interesting or little quips that I find interesting, and especially if they tie into the financial markets, even better. But I usually throw those in the first paragraph. But a lot of people read the commentary who aren't even in our business or have retired from our business. And I tell them, look, I appreciate you subscribing. If you want to read something, read the opening paragraph and read the joke. The other things you might not care about. But like I said, if you're looking for a job or a new, system to do something, then, definitely there's more information for you.
Yeah. And that's so important right now, thinking about the job market. Right now, we're in a very tough space in the mortgage industry, as you are well aware. But a lot of individuals look to that job section. That's like second thing that on the commentary for opportunities. Because it is hard right now. I mean, we've had rolling layoffs across the industry since summer. So it's awesome that that's a resource that's available. So going back to that more personal touch, your cat Myrtle. I love when you bring Myrtle in because I think we can all kind of relate to that, having your pet around, especially in the work from home environment. I'm sure my dogs, if they could talk, could tell you how the mortgage origination process happens. But Myrtle makes an appearance very often. And so when did you start bringing Myrtle into the fold? How did you get inspired to do that?
Well, first of all, Myrtle's real. And when I travel somewhere, I'm at a conference, oftentimes someone will come up and they'll challenge me and say, show me a picture of Myrtle. And I've got one on my phone. I've got one or two on my phone. She's large and in charge, and she the whole, I'm not going to bore you with the story of how Myrtle got her name, sometime in person, but it is an interesting story. And animals are good. I had a dog, Sweetie, who passed away in July of 2015. I had an obituary in my commentary, which people still talk about. These animals get into your lives, as you know, and we kind of know that we tend not to make it out of life alive. But these animals don't know what is in the future, and they look at humans as being their, caregivers. And there's this bond that is forged. And some people are cat people and other people are not cat people. And same with dog people. Got a dog as well around here somewhere. But Myrtle, just because of her name, I figured it's let's throw her into the mix a little bit. Initially, she started commenting. She started,